supplies to construction masks and industrial freezers, the home improvement chain put out the help wanted sign and offered bonuses ranging from $150 to $300 for employees. But guess what? Timing's everything. Today is the day those bonuses are being issued, and CEO Marvin Ellison says the $80 million in bonuses will not be subject to withholding tax. Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive is the president and CEO of one of the biggest home improvement retail chains in America, Marvin Ellison. So glad you're with us, Marvin. You there?
I'm here, Liz. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you so much. Listen, I can only imagine how welcome those checks and the jobs are right now, but what has been the response to the job openings? How many people are calling in, and give us a sense of what they are looking for?
Well, Liz, we're pleased that we're one of the few companies now looking to hire people. So I think it was mentioned earlier, we're looking to hire 30,000 new associates for our company, and we have a very robust pipeline. People are coming in the old-fashioned way to our stores. They're going to Lowe's.com and they're applying. Just want as many people as we can get in to help out in this unprecedented crisis that we're dealing with.
You know, I know you offer full-time, part-time, but you added seasonal and overnight jobs for displaced workers who are seeking short-term opportunities, which I'm sure is extremely helpful. What are you hearing from them or from human resources? Are the applicants people who've been laid off due to the coronavirus effect, Marvin?
This is a combination of all the above, but what we're trying to do is something that's a little different. So even if you're seasonal, we're offering you immediately telemed benefits. Even if you don't even apply for the Lowe's healthcare program, seasonal, part-time, full-time, all employees and their families will immediately be, accessible to the telemed benefit. And this is a very great program because it gives you the ability to consult with a physician from your home without having to go to the doctor's office. And we felt like the minimum we could do in this unprecedented crisis, make sure that every single person that works for us has the ability to consult with a physician for any medical related issue.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's going to come back to you in many, many ways. What kind of demand spike have you seen in your sales if you compare to a year ago, March?
Well, Liz, I think the most important thing is every single day I hear from customers about the critical role that our stores are playing in providing essential products and services. So as you mentioned, we're replacing refrigerators that break because people are desperately trying to keep food and medicines from spoiling. We're selling freezers for people who are buying big food items in bulk that they've never done before. We have people picking up plumbing supplies because things are just breaking like it does at your home in a typical fashion. Faucets are leaking, toilets are breaking. And what's interesting, we're seeing people buying water heaters and updating the water heaters because with kids home from college and from school, they're getting more water usage than what they're accustomed to during the day. So just unique things. But here's what's interesting about our business, Liz. 2/3 of everything we sell is non-discretionary. In other words, 2/3 of everything we sell to customers are essential items just to upkeep your home. And now that people are spending more time at home, things are becoming more evident that they need to replace, fix, and repair. And we just want to be here for the consumers right now.
Oh, and you are. We should mention you're also there for those working in the healthcare industry. Lowe's has already made I believe, a $10 million donation of protective products to medical professionals. We know your customers want items like that as well. How's your inventory looking?
Well, Liz, this is what I would tell you. Every N95 mask that we are getting into the store, we're immediately donating it to a local healthcare organization. We've donated products to NYU Langone Medical Center, Emory Hospital in Atlanta, the medical centers throughout North Carolina, California, Washington State, New Orleans. An interesting story. I get an email yesterday from a physician at a VA hospital in New Orleans desperately looking for N95 masks. I immediately contacted Joe McFarland, my head of stores. We sent 1,000 masks over from a local store. And we're sending everything we're getting in around the country. We're immediately donating it to a local hospital or healthcare provider because we're just trying to do our part as a large company to help out during this unprecedented crisis.
All right, I want to know, we already talked about things like water heaters. I hadn't thought about that. I knew freezers, that people would want freezers because they're trying to stock up and make sure they have enough for the long haul. It's now April 30th, we're doing that. But tell me how you are dealing with the online effort, because it's very important that people psychologically want to stay home and physically want to stay home. That has been the order. Now I know, because even back during Q4, you had specifically said on the conference call when you reported it that you knew that, it wasn't great, that you guys had to work on your online effort and your website. But tell me how it's going and what you plan to do, because I know that when you were Executive Vice President of Stores at Home Depot, you jumped all over what was a subpar website. By the time all was said and done, Home Depot committed about $11 billion to fixing that platform. Now you're at Lowe's. Can you simultaneously improve your digital offering there while dealing with the crisis?
The short answer is yes. I mean, we talked about recently that in 2019, our e-commerce platform was on a decade-old platform infrastructure, a decade old. And so we're in the process of replatforming the entire Lowe's.com site to Google Cloud. So we're about 2/3 of the way through that transition. In the meantime, we're able to offer customers the ability to shop online, buy online, pick up in store. We've even introduced curbside delivery, meaning if a customer is uncomfortable coming in, we will bring it out to them. And so we're continually taking steps from a technology and also just from a logistics perspective to really organize how we can help our customers. In addition to that, I announced a year ago that we were going to commit $1.7 billion to upgrade our entire supply chain. And so we're about a year and a half into that investment. And so everything is getting better. And we have an obligation. We got to serve the community and we got to serve customers the way they choose to shop. But we got to do it while we make these investments to improve every single touch point that the customers expect from us.
We love it, and this is just the kind of story I think our viewers have wanted to hear. One last question. Some retailers, Macy's, Gap, they've either cut or outright suspended their dividend to preserve cash. As of now, you guys have not. If this goes until April 30th or beyond, will you be prepared to do that?
Well, Liz, what I will tell you is that you can imagine we're having all those types of discussions with our board of directors. Even though this crisis has been paralyzing to the macro environment, it's still rather early in our overall business cycle. So we're a unique company. I mean, we're in season now, but we are more importantly thinking about what we can do for our communities, for our associates. So we haven't made that decision yet. And let me just share one point before I leave. You talked about those checks not being received. We made an $80 million commitment to our hourly associates that we would give them checks. We announced it last week. They're receiving those checks today. I'm receiving hundreds of emails from around the country from associates thanking me. And you know my story. I started out as a part-time hourly employee making $4.35 an hour. So I have a passion for our hourly workforce because they're the lifeblood of this company. And we're going to do all we can to protect our hourly associates, to support our community, our healthcare providers, and our first responders, because that's exactly what big companies should do in this time.
Marvin Ellison of Lowe's, I hope you come to New York and come visit us when this all is over. We can't wait till the sun comes out once again. Thank you very much for all you're doing. Marvin Ellison of Lowe's.
Hey, thank you. Pleasure to be with you.
Anytime. We're going to talk to our traders